How does a partner curate or cultivate an environment within a relationship that makes the other partner feel safe to be authentic and be honest?
Compassion is number one. Empathy, validating their experience, and really being an active listener when they have feelings. One of my favorite ways that my partner helps me feel authentic is he encourages me to share more. So if I share something, it's just like, tell me more. Like, what else is here? Like, is there anything else that you need to be able to express yourself authentically? And being able to like encourage that expression is really helpful. Being able to like praise your partner when they do share and remind them that it's safe to share. Thank you for sharing. I appreciate your share is always really helpful.
What if it hurts?
Well, you navigate, that's probably going to happen. So yes, all of those things are helpful. Like not everything is going to be like, oh, thanks for sharing that. Like you want to fuck someone else. And like, I feel really upset about that. And that's not always going to be how the process goes. Like that's a helpful thing to add. And if you're the sharer of information and you're anticipating hurt happening, it's really helpful to make as many disclaimers as possible to help someone disarm their guarded self. So number one, I want to talk about this, but I don't need to take action about it. Are you available for that? Is a really helpful way to start a conversation. Helps disarm someone. Like, okay, we don't have to act on this right now. Like, you just want to talk about it. Okay.
Yeah, finality feels heartless.
Right. Absolutes
Like,
can be really intense. So
I'm not really involved in this. I thought we were a team.
Yeah.
Like, no.
Right.
This is final. It's like, oh.
Yeah.
Or just the energy of that. Of like,
Right.
no, like my authenticity is this is what I will do. It's just like, ugh.
Oh my God. I was
like a razor
watching,
blade.
I love shows. I was watching Too Hot to Handle, the reality show yesterday. They're so funny to watch because they're very immature. They're like 21 years old. And this guy was like, I'm going to go sleep in the bed with this other girl instead. I'll talk to you about it tomorrow. And like he was sleeping in bed this with one girl and then he literally whispered to her and slept in bed next to this other girl. And I was just like, the very, very final and heartless and like unempathetic.
Yeah.
And just like, this is just what I'm doing. And like, you know, people, when you're trying to share something that's authentic, it very often your fight, flight, fawn, and freeze responses are going to come up. Your nervous system is usually going to find a way to protect you. And that's what I mean about you don't know how someone's going to be when they're in an emotionally tricky situation. Even the person that is like the sharer or the one that wants something, even yourself, if you're the one that wants something, you don't know how you're going to show up. Like for me, I would people please and minimize what I want. That would be more of my strategy. And it would be really difficult to ultimately like say the thing that was the most true because I would be so terrified to hurt my partner. And that was my strategy for a long time. And once I got over that hump, I was like, okay, now I'm like in the place of sharing. Like, how can I communicate what I need to communicate and not do it hastily and like, you know, being able to express that energy and get it out and feel safe within myself to be able to do that. And it takes a lot of time to get your body and your nervous system on board with communicating these things.